Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 2:03 p.m. on Thursday, July 4th, 2024, and I want to show you the latest stuff that I got, roughly in chronological order. First, from Walmart, I found this movie on DVD. It's a Shudder original. Okay, sure. Um, it's called Perpetrator, and it seems to be a vampire movie. So, yeah, it's from 2023, I guess. And doesn't really star anyone that I know except Alicia Silverstone. Uh, yeah. Um, bonus features to include cast interviews, but so there's a reckless teen sent to live with her estranged aunt. On her 18th birthday, she experiences a radical metamorphosis, a family spell that redefines her, called Forevering. When several teen girls go missing at her new school, a mythically feral Johnny, that's her name, Johnny Baptiste, goes after the perpetrator. So, yeah. I don't know. I assume it's a vampire movie because of the teeth, but I'll check it out, see what it's like. All right. So next, this that I ordered in the mail because I couldn't find it in the store. Apparently, none of the stores carry it, at least not in store. So I had to order this through Amazon. And if I can open it up, because they sealed it with like all of this tape and stuff. Jeez. Can I whip open the upper end, maybe? Mm. Okay. All right. So now we got Immaculate, starring Sydney Sweeney. And if you've watched my channel, you know I've already seen this in the theater. I enjoyed it. So I got the Blu-ray. It's not available in 4K, unfortunately. Bonus feature commentary with the director, Michael Mohan. Okay. Um. So yeah, this was a pretty cool movie. She plays a nun, and she goes to this convent, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and yeah, uh, forced pregnancy movie basically, but with horror elements. It was pretty fun. And she did a really good job. All right, now from a local thrift store, I found these books, and as I recall, I wasn't even planning to stop in the thrift store, except it happened to be near some other place that I was looking for, I think. But I found some books. They were $1 each, so these were a good deal. Um, so first, I got this fantasy series. Um, these are books from the 1980s. First printing May 1985. Okay. So this is called Magic in Ithkar. And it says all the world comes to Ithkar Fair sooner or later. And it has editors' names on it because this is actually an anthology. It's got a whole bunch of different authors writing in this setting. So we got the description: pilgrims, sorcerers, thieves, nobles, scryers, glassblowers, horse leeches, wizards, merchants, priests. At Ithkar stands the temple of the three lordly ones, who vanished 400 years ago. Now, once a year, the faithful come to pray for their return. With the faithful come the wicked, the innocent, the sorceress, the doomed, the greedy, and the hopeful. They all find more than they expect. Okay, so that's the premise, basically. And each of these stories by 13 different authors. Okay. So now, and then we got the second one. And this was published, first printing December 1985, so not long after. They come to celebrate. They leave transformed. It says, at magical Ithkar fair, where the devout worship and hucksters trade, few things are as they appear to be, and few of the faithful and faithless remain unchanged. A bawd struggles to lose her virtue. A quest almost becomes a death warrant. A fortune teller predicts ruin, or does he? A flute weaves a spell of magic unknown to the player. A beautiful bird courts a beautiful woman. Tricksters are themselves tricked, and the worthy are rewarded in sometimes surprising fashion. So how many authors are in this one? 13 as well. Okay. And the third one. In Ithkar, the magic never stops. First printing October 1986, so nearly a year later. All right, so the description. Since the arrival of the three lordly ones centuries ago, the devout and not so devout have flocked to Ithkar fair to venerate, to trade, to game, to scheme. In truth, they are a motley company. A washerwoman's son who seems to be a deadly, amiable assassin. A beautiful woman who may be something else entirely. A young girl with a gift disguised as a disfigurement. A magnificent stallion with a strange affinity for his owner's daughter. Oh boy. A promising magician's apprentice who finds the price for mastery quite high. A cat who is much more than that. A fiddler whose dream is realized in an unexpected way. All these and others have paid their gate offering to find not always what they seek at Ithkar fair. There's no list of authors in the back because it's on the front page in the book. And let's see how many that there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 authors this time. The name Mercedes Lackey sounds familiar to me. Mercedes Lackey. Did I ever read anything of hers? I don't know. I'll have to look up some of these other authors. But yeah, there's 3 of these books. At least that's what I found at the thrift store. I don't know if there's any more in the series. Hey, Donald, thanks for joining me. I'm okay. How are you? All right. So I also found these books. This is another fantasy series, and it's much more recent. The series is called Valkyrie Bestiary. And I found books 1, 2, and 4. Unfortunately, it didn't have book 3. But this looked interesting. These are by Kim McDougall. The first one is called Dragons Don't Eat Meat. And it says Critter Wrangler rule number 2. When scary things run away, something scarier is coming. Kyra Green is used to the scary things that run in the shadows. As a pest controller with the soft heart, she has an apartment full of rescues. And in a city overrun with fey creatures, those rescues range from a basilisk to a banshee and even a pygmy kraken. But when she finds an abandoned baby dragon, she doesn't want to bring him home. But until she can hunt down the brute who's trying to kill all the dragons and start a civil war among the Fae, she's on babysitting duty. Book 1 of the thrilling new Valkyrie Bestiary series, Dragons Don't Eat Meat, is a true menagerie of quirky characters, adorably evil critters, and dark magics. Now, considering this was originally $12.95, I got for $1. That's a good deal. If you hear noises, that's Miss Kitty on the floor playing with the bubble wrap mailer that Immaculate came in. So then I got the second one, Dervishes Don't Dance. And I approve of the cat on the back cover. So yeah. And now I got book 4. Grimalkins Don't Purr. And this one was actually $13.95 originally. So they bumped up the price. All right, so third one, it says it's version 1. So I guess there are revisions maybe? So the third one is called Hellhounds Don't Hear. Or no, Hellhounds Don't Heal. So I don't have that one. Plus there are also 2 novellas, The Last Door to Underhill and The Girl Who Cried Banshee. And there's a novelette called 3 Half Goats Gruff. Okay. All right. So yeah, the fourth one was from 2021. And the second one, $2020. So these are fairly recent books. I got them for $1. I just wish they had a third one. First one was from 2020 as well. And that says it's version 3. So I got version 3 of book 1. That's odd. I got version 4 of book 2 and version 1 of book 4. So try and make sense of that. But yeah, that's the books. Don't know when I'll read them. Who knows? I'm still in the middle of reading other books. I got plenty of books on my to-read list, but I'm notoriously a very slow reader. Anyway, so that's that. And then later, I think this was it the same day? I don't even remember. But I went to Big Lots. I looked through their movies. I like to go there occasionally and look through the movies to see what they have. I found a ton of stuff. So let's go through it one at a time. Mary Poppins Returns, starring Emily Blunt. This is in 4K and Blu-ray. I saw the original Mary Poppins years ago, but I like Emily Blunt and stuff that I have seen of her so far, so I figured I'd check this out. This is a 3-pack. Blu-ray. We got Grease, Grease 2, and Grease Live. And I have seen all three of these. Um, what I want to do is watch Grease, the movie, and then watch Grease Live. Like, watch each scene, uh, like, back to back and compare them, kind of. Josie and the Pussycats, the complete series. This is the old 1970s series from Hanna-Barbera. I've seen a few episodes of this because I got a VHS tape back in the day. I've never seen the whole series. It's 16 episodes on 3 discs. It's not great or anything, but I mean, it's basically they copy the Scooby-Doo formula. They're solving a different mystery every week. They always just happen to be wherever a mystery is. They don't have an official mystery investigating business. They're just a band on tour, and they happen to land in the middle of a mystery every week. So you could tell they made Alan look kind of like Fred, and they even gave him an ascot. They put Alexandra Cabot in a green shirt, kind of meant to invoke Shaggy. And I believe Don Messick, the voice of Scooby-Doo himself, voices Sebastian the Cat. So, yeah. It's an okay show. Just don't have high expectations. This is an anime film that I've never heard of before. Liz and the Bluebird, and it's about two high school friends that are going to be playing some kind of musical duet. And apparently these are characters that come from a TV series that I've never seen, but it supposedly works as a standalone movie that you don't have to have seen the show to understand this. And these aren't like the main characters from the show. They're like side characters, but they were given their own movie. And apparently it's based on an original story novel called Sound Euphonium. Okay. So, yeah. All right, so here we got Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, and it's basically steampunk Batman in the 19th century. It stars Batman and Catwoman. So it's got an audio commentary, sneak peek of another movie, 2 bonus cartoons. I'm not sure, probably from Batman the animated series, if I had to guess. Cape Fear, the first Elseworld. So I guess it's a documentary about this. I'm not sure. Who knows? So it stars Bruce Greenwood as Batman and Jennifer Carpenter as Catwoman. I don't know who that is. I know Bruce Greenwood. But anyway. Yeah, and I checked, and this is actually not available for streaming unless you pay to rent it. So just pay a bit more, and you own it forever. Physical media matters, people. Another movie, Maquia, When the Promised Flower Blooms, and it says, I weave my life with yours. So we got Long Lived Race, kind of like, they're called Eorf or Lorf, I can't tell. And this one girl, Maquia, they can live for centuries. And she she adopts a boy named Ariel. So yeah, he's a mortal boy. She's pretty much immortal, or at least she's very long lived. So this seems interesting. Just happened to randomly come across it. And here we got a movie starring Shia LaBeouf and Evan Rachel Wood. It's called Kill Charlie Countryman. Apparently, this is. Yeah, it looks like it's the. Probably a Canadian release because it's got French on it. It's got a French rating sticker. So I don't know if it differs at all from the American version. I've never seen this. Figured I'd check it out. I've seen Evan Rachel Wood in True Blood, I believe. I think she plays the vampire queen of New Orleans or of Louisiana. So, yeah. Here we got Perfect Addiction, starring Kiana Madeira. I don't know. She's an MMA trainer. And she's got a champion boyfriend named Jax. He cheats on her with her own sister. Bent on revenge, Sienna starts training the woman capable of dethroning Jax, his arch nemesis, Kaden. So, I assume that's the guy played by, I don't know. Okay, so this is Ross Butler. He's the original Reggie from season 1 of Riverdale, and he was also in 13 Reasons Why. So the bonus features In the Ring, the making of Perfect Addiction. So, yeah, seems interesting. All right. Assassination Nation. It says it's Mean Girls meets The Purge, which sounds hilarious. So basically, it's a survival comedy. These girls' local community descends into anarchy. They've got to survive. Band together with her friends to survive a long, blood-soaked night. Okay. Bonus features, deleted and extended scenes, gag reel, and trailers. So this seems funny. Howard the Duck. I saw this on TV years ago, and I even taped it, and the picture quality was horrible. But I remember enjoying it. I mean, it's a dumb movie. Stars Leah Thompson from Back to the Future as a rock star. But it's about an alien duck from another planet that gets pulled to Earth. Yeah, it's an early Marvel movie. I don't know. I remember enjoying it, so I got it. All right, Spencer. We got Kristen Stewart playing Princess Diana. I heard she does a really good job in this. I've liked her movies so far. I mean, Twilight's dumb, obviously, but I've liked other movies that I've seen her in. So, bonus feature: the making of Spencer. So, yeah. When I went through a checkout line, the cashier was actually, she's like, that looks like Princess Diana. I'm like, yeah, it's Kristen Stewart playing Princess Diana. And she was blown away. She had no idea. Yeah. I look forward to watching this. Now, this is interesting. I got A Cinderella Story, the original Disney movie starring Hilary Duff, but this is A Cinderella Story, Once Upon a Song, and this one stars Lucy Hale, who I know from the Riverdale spinoff Katie Keene, and from Pretty Little Liars, which I've started watching. And apparently she was on another show that lasted like one season, Life Sentence. I haven't watched that, but I want to check that out as well. Now, this apparently originally came from Toys R Us. It CD with tracks from the film includes performance by Lucy Hale. So, yeah, my only concern is that these seem to be loose in the case. I hope they're not scratched up. But yeah, I don't know what the original Toys R Us price was, but this was like $5. So I don't know if I have this Barbie movie yet because I've gotten various compilation collections. But for $4, I got Barbie and Princess Power. And the receipt actually, it was in the system as a different princess movie. But anyway, bonus features: 2 music videos, Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse webisode. I've already seen all of them, so whatever. Barbie Anthem and outtakes. Okay. Now we got a 4-movie horror compilation collection. We got The Vampire from 1957. It's in black and white. We got The Bat People from 1974. It's in color. The Screaming Skull from 1958. It's in black and white. And I believe I saw a review of this from James Rolfe. I forget what it's about, except that there's a skull, I guess, and it screams. And we got The Vampire Lovers. This is a Hammer horror film from 1970. And it's got Peter Cushing in it. So, yeah. I look forward to checking this out. Like some, good old-fashioned, old-style horror. Nothing like torture horror or slasher horror, stuff like that. Just, classic monsters like vampires, werewolves, stuff like that. Now, here's something interesting. Argento's Dracula. So what's this? It looks like an old style movie, right? Well, it is an old style, but it's actually fairly new. This is from 2012, but it's done in the style of the old Hammer horror films. So what is it? It's Dracula. Like, it's an adaptation of the novel. So now it seems to be going with the typical route of Mina bearing a striking resemblance to Dracula's love from centuries ago. That's been the case in Bram Stoker's Dracula and other ones probably too. Anyway. So Rutger Hauer plays Abraham Van Helsing. Okay. I don't recognize any of these other people. Anyway, special features, behind the scenes, music video, Kiss Me Dracula, trailer, and Red Band trailer. I love it when home video releases of movies include the trailers for those movies. A lot of times they don't, believe it or not. But it's part of the marketing of the film. Stick it on the disc. Now we got 2-movie Blu-ray. We got Wild Child starring Emma Roberts and Life Happens starring Kristen Ritter, who I know from Jessica Jones, Kate Bosworth, who I know from Blue Crush and Superman Returns, and Rachel Bilson, who I've never seen the OC. I have no interest in watching the OC because they killed off Marissa, but I know Rachel from I've seen the first episode or two of Heart of Dixie. And I want to continue watching that. But yeah, so there's that. Seems fun. 2 movies for $5. And finally, Prom, symbol title, Disney movie on Blu-ray. This was apparently a theatrical film, I think. Doesn't star anyone that I know, but I figured, why not? I'll check it out. It's got a short dealing with one of the characters from the film. It's got bloopers, deleted scenes, putting on prom, making of featurette, and 7 music videos. Okay. I read mixed reviews about this film that supposedly it's like very tame and that it's like not memorable in the slightest. And even reading about how they chose songs for the soundtrack, it was basically like try to get whatever is popular at the moment, shove it on the soundtrack. So I don't know. I'm not expecting much from this, but yeah, I got it. Why not? And that's all that I've gotten. Other than that, nothing's really going on. Continuing to watch True Blood on Max, and I'll slowly start working my way through my physical media as well. And that's it, really. It is 2:35 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.